Hello and welcome to Big TV. Today I will show you a movie named A Moment Dad. Spoiler attention to, come take care of yourself and good. Viewing the film begins with watch, a family of 4 living in an American suburban town. Parents Brent and Kendall love their children but hate the way whose life has changed since they had their youngest son Josh at age 7, while theirs was born. Carly is one teenage girl. At the start of the film, Carly speaks to her boyfriend Damon on the phone. His parents don't like it, but Carly doesn't care. Of course she is. Damon have planned to meet later in the evening when Damon has finished his last test at school. At breakfast, their housekeeper Sony listens to them information about a C that left her baby disappear in an accident car. Sony brought their daughter Lisa to work and she plans to leave after having cleaned the house. Satan family also have Brent's parents for the evening dinner. Carly wants to cancel dinner to go out with Damon, which causes an argument between her and Kendall. Unbeknownst to her mother, Carly stole $100 in her purse for hanging out with her best friend Riley. Kendall drove to school and she got argument again on the way. Carly harshly to Kendall as her life is boring before getting out of the car. Back home, Gage have fun at hitting Brent with his ball. Brent look at his son with swords in them mischievous eyes. However, we see him giving a kick at the toy car of Josh before leaving. Sony the housekeeper is pound chicken while his daughter Lisa watches Josh play in the background. Suddenly Josh turns around to see Sony hitting his daughter with the mallet. Meanwhile, Kendall dated her friend and mother of Riley, Jean. Her talks about Kendall's sister Jenna, who is pregnant, while rummaging through her purse. And Kendall notices that her money has disappeared. Jean claims that her daughter always steals, implying that Carly probably did the same. Carly is in his class when the teacher receives a call asking him to send a child in the principal's office. Quickly he begins to receive several calls and the school is surrounded. Police car. Without thinking too much about it, Carly and her best friend go to the toilet to highlight herself. Complains that his mother is a bitch. Them buy edible pills at one girl and go out to see the glues. In full chaos, all the students run into all the senses while the teachers are not found. There join the crowd and see a comrade as class try to cross the fence of school. Outside school, one great crowd of relatives gathered to enter the premises, but the police and security prevent them. Not knowing what to do, a short child towards his mother, who stabs him brutally with his car keys. Crowd goes wild while others parents start beating their kids brutally. Some of them eliminate Carly and Riley manage to get away from the crowd and into the Riley car. Confused by what's going on, he's driving all the way to Riley's house. During this Damon time, Carly's boyfriend, and in the examination room there is still 1 hour before the end of the event, but the parents of the pupils are gathered at outside for expectations. The supervisor finds it odd but don't see no problem. Damon finish before everyone else and leaves the room. Behind him the parents run to inside to find their children. Damon calls Carly to tell her that the test went well. When he arrives at home, he finds his parish seated on the sofa. Without thinking too much, Damon starts cleaning up the mess in the kitchen when his father slaps him without warning. At the beginning, Damon thinks it's because he's drunk, but the things are poisonous when his father the attack with a glass bottle shattered as the two fight. Her father falls to the ground in this dagger from accidentally the throat. At the same time, Kendall is in her car and remembers her missed date with an elder employer. The man tells her that she has 2 children and that she has been unemployed ever since more than 15 years old, and that he cannot let in as easily. Seeing at what her life happened, Kendall begins to get depressed. While she wraps herself up, she receives a call advising that Jenna started the Kendall rushes to the hospital and sees a crowd watching the information about relatives who kill their children. Before she could listen to her, she is called by her sister. Jenna gives birth to a baby girl. Healthy, he holds his baby in her arms, but the beautiful moment becomes dark when she begins to strangle the baby and must be mastered. She puts even the hand on a pair of scissors and tries to hurt her daughter, but Kendall yanks the baby out of her grasp and take him outside. She cries like a hysteric and asks the nurse what's going on. The nurse takes the baby to a safe zone, affirming that all parents have become false outside the neonatology department, perfects them, their hatchlings ready to attack them. Carly and Rael finally reach home of Riley. Carly watches the news, while Highlighter upstairs them. Information speaks of a mysterious virus that spread through America and which makes people want parents of eliminating their children. Carly starts to panic and goes upstairs too, looking for his friend. To his great dismay, she discovers Riley on the train, to be strangled to death by her mother, panics and runs away from home but falls on a man with a bat. Bloody baseball. Damon finds her in the street and tells